Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Chelsea. If you're new here, if you're not new, welcome back. I appreciate you coming back. Subscribe, like, comment, all that. Follow me across all social media. I am CCsuarez. That is my username everywhere. If you would like to watch any of my other commentary content, anti-MLM content, educational commentary, true crime, comedy commentary, anything, that'll be linked right up there. Now, before we get into this episode of Unethical Influencers, I do want to give a bit of a disclaimer. Of course, in all of my videos, I do have disclaimers at the beginning, on screen, and then also in my description box as well at the very bottom. However, since we are talking about specific public figures and not a concept, an organization, anything like that, I do want to make sure that I verbalize a disclaimer as well. Everything I share in these videos, all of my videos for that matter, are my own opinion. All opinions are my own. Who else's would they be? All the information I'll be sharing is public, and of course I will have all that linked in the description box below too. Calling someone out for their unethical behavior is not bullying. Actually, we do not condone that. So please do not go bully these people, anyone that I include in any of my videos. And also a bit of a trigger warning, we will be covering some sensitive topics in this video too. For context, we have to. So for that matter, and to continue to abide by YouTube guidelines, which I take very seriously, this is my job, I will be censoring certain words. So when I say ropist, I do not mean someone who specializes in knots. I assume know what I am saying when I say ropist. And then also when I say a Pluto, I'm not talking about the Disney character or what was once a planet. That word will be a substitution for a word that ends in ophile and starts with a P. You get it? Okay, you're smart, you get it. Now, I always want to be transparent. Y'all know that or at least you should know, and if you don't, here you go. I always want to be transparent and assertive and spicy, obviously, which means, you just got a little spice. So whenever I do any of these videos, I always make sure to reach out to the person in question, the person that I'm highlighting and talking about in my video, if they are a public figure, obviously. So of course, I did reach out to Channon for a statement. Technically, she reached out to me first, but I did ask her for a statement. I was very transparent with her. I told her I am making a video about her, and I let her know as well that I am friends with someone that she has been making pretty heinous allegations about. Due to scheduling conflicts completely on my side, we weren't able to do an actual, sit down Zoom interview or anything like that. We did talk a bit. She did say she was open to doing an interview and, coming on my channel. I don't know if that actually would have happened, but hey, we don't know because the scheduling conflict's on my side. However, I did let her know that. And to this moment, I still haven't gotten, a response, but I let her know, hey, if you do want to give, a full-on statement about these certain things, I know you've said little things here and there, but if you want to give a full statement, go ahead and, send me a voice note and I'll include it in the video, or go ahead and just type something out. Obviously, you don't have to, but I want to give you enough warning and just let you know. I'll be posting the video this day or this day, and I want to give you the chance to say what you have to say. She did not respond. So just wanted to put that out there. So now that we're done with all of the disclaimers and all that, let's go ahead and get into this episode of Unethical Influencers, Channon Rose. Channon Rose is a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers on her main channel, 400,000 subscribers on her vlogging channel, and over 200,000 subscribers on Instagram. When Channon joined YouTube about 7 years ago, she started out like many of us women do, posting makeup tutorials, product reviews, a day in the life, lifestyle videos in general. It wasn't until Channon started posting storytime videos with clickbaity titles and extremely eye-catching thumbnails that her channel really started to see momentum. Now, since Channon and her husband have been growing their family, she's pivoted her channel from dramatic storytime videos to a family-focused mommy vlogger. Now, before we get into what's going on with Channon in present day, we have to go over a good bit of her past as well. Now, if you know anything about this content creator, you know that you can't talk about Channon Rose without bringing up her time in the adult entertainment industry. So before she blew up on YouTube with the clickbaity titles and the story times, Channon was in the adult entertainment industry. More specifically, she was in the kink fetish genre. She went by the name Randy Wright. I will not be including any of that in this video, like clips of it, pictures, anything like that, for obvious reasons. I want to abide by YouTube guidelines. More so than that, it's very hard for me to watch that, look at it, anything like that. So no, thank you. Feel free to Google it. You can find literally everything. go look at that if you want. Now, I will admit I was a bit naive regarding her time in the adult entertainment industry. I had seen, one picture of, her wearing a lingerie outfit that was like a Nazi themed, and she had like a flag with a swastika on it behind her. That's all I had ever really seen. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. But it gets much worse. There were also videos that she was in that featured a lot of dialogue that was extremely racist, content that she was in that was abusive to animals, and it's really bad. Again, I will not be showing any of that. You can just go look at it for yourself. I'm not putting myself through that. Now, I'd say I'm a pretty dang sex positive person, and also I'm very pro sex work. The reason why I bring that up is because it seems to me that in the past, whenever anyone would bring up how unethical this part of her past was in the context of and the type of content that she was in, it really seems to me that a lot of people, her included, her fans, whoever, would turn it on the person who's bringing it up and say, you're kink shaming, or, well, that's just in the past, or something like that. But the fact of the matter is that it's not kink shaming. It goes way beyond that. So that's one argument that I hear a lot. And then there's also the argument of, oh, well, she's acting. No. So are you telling me that if a YouTube creator did a skit where they are throwing cotton balls at an African-American person and degrading them and using extremely racist dialogue, N-word with the hard R multiple times, oh, but it's a skit, would you be okay with that, or would they be canceled? Or if they made videos of themselves, remember, it's a skit, where they were stomping on living creatures? No, you wouldn't. So why is this any different? And hey, put in the comment section below if you think it's different and you think that your argument is valid. Don't be rude, but leave in the comments below. I mean, let's have it be an open conversation. Another argument that Channon has allegedly said is that, well, the animals that she was stomping on were fish, and fish don't feel pain, or fish aren't animals. Fish are in the animal kingdom. They are animals. And there's actually still, that conversation and studies that are more leaning towards that fish do have feelings, or that they do feel pain, just not in the way that we feel pain. So again, that argument really doesn't stand either. One thing that I want to discuss now, and we'll go over this later on in the video too, is intention. A lot of people say, well, she's vegan now, so it's fine. And, oh, well, when you eat meat, the animal's dying for you, so like it doesn't matter. Or, oh, well, when you go fishing, that animal's dying, or you're hurting that animal. The intention is completely different though. Her intention was to kill the animal and to cause it harm for not only her financial gain, but for someone else's pleasure. It's a no for me, dog. When someone's fishing or eating meat, unless you're sport fishing, but what is your intention? Your intention is to catch a fish and take it home and cook it. If you're eating meat, what is your intention? To eat it, not to harm it. I mean, sure, yes, they are killed either way, but in my opinion, I don't think that that is a valid argument here. Again, if you have a different argument with it, and if you come into my comment section calling anyone who eats meat or anything like that a murderer or anything like that, you will be blocked from my channel. Goodbye. We do not stand for that. Great for you that you're a vegan or a vegetarian or whatever. Not for me. Okay. Now, one thing as well that I have heard her say is that she was contracted to do all of this and that she couldn't break her contract. In my opinion, that's not an excuse. If you are contracted with a production company, with whoever, and they are wanting you to do something that you are not comfortable doing, that is no, it's not okay. Also, she said that she had to buy her way out of her contract, and I have known people who have had to do that, not in this industry, but in the entertainment industry in general. And also, I have talked to a lot of people in this specific industry, and very prominent people in this industry have actually come out publicly, on podcasts or interviews or whatever, and have said, no, I don't do that, or I don't do this, that's a hard limit for me. And I'm sure even in the, fetish kink genre, you also have those hard limits. So again, in my opinion, I just don't think that that is a valid argument either. Again, in the comments below, let me know what you think about that. Now, I am a big believer in second chances. I think everyone deserves a second chance. Okay. I personally got a second chance at life, and I am very, very thankful for that. Second chances really only work out when that person takes accountability and puts things into place so that they are able to learn and grow and become a better person. Otherwise, nothing's changed. And over the years, there have been certain situations, certain things that have been said, certain jokes that have been made in Channon's videos. And if they're isolated, okay, you might just be, oh, that's weird, or like, I don't get that. But with all of them staring me in the face, I believe that all signs point to she's not changed. And I don't think she's a good person. For instance, in one of her Christmas vlog videos a couple years ago, her and her husband were even joking about the animal abuse content. And they just called it drama. There's a difference between drama, haters, and stuff like that, and bullying, and then your mistakes, your past, and unethical behavior. At this point, I really am just baffled, and I don't understand how she has any sponsors for Instagram or YouTube or any content at all. So it's not just those little off-color comments here or there on her YouTube channel. She's also faked drama with another YouTube channel, Stephen Mango. This was, even just saying that name, I'm like, oh God, it's a while ago. And the prime of YouTube drama channels, really. And they faked all this drama. They both made a bunch of videos about it, They both made a few videos about it and profited quite a bit off of it. And then later she came out and said that it was all fake. So yes, you can just say, oh, that's the name of the game. Or you could tell that, she was acting because it was just horrible, horrible acting. But it's not about that. What's the point of that? To just clickbait and lie to your followers and your viewers just for views, just for ad revenue? No, it's not good. Now, allegedly, and we're going to talk about that word allegedly later on, but allegedly a few years ago, when a drama channel content creator, Peter Monn, called Channon out in a video for current drama she was in or unethical behavior. I always have Peter's channel linked down below. I love Peter. We actually started our channels around the same time. I love him. He's great. And like I said, allegedly her response to him calling her out was to call him a Pluto. Again, remember that word is a substitution for another word. Now, that also happened to Peter Monn by another content creator too, John Cookian. Was also just, oh Lord, he was also making those accusations, which there were obviously no proof for. Peter's a very sweet person. He's amazing. And it was gross. I did ask Channon about that. Now, Shannon's response to that was, I never said that Peter man was a Pluto, so I'm not sure where that came from. Now, I have looked and I might just be overlooking something. She might have said it in passing. Channon does quite often privatize videos or put them as unlisted. Seems like she does this pretty frequently with drama-filled videos. It goes up, people have seen it, and then she'll privatize it. And it's just strange, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now for more unsavory situations. In a vlog that Channon did with Tana Mojo, they were at the beach, Santa Barbara, Santa Monica, somewhere in California, right? They walked by a public restroom, opened the door, and in the vlog, they showed a human on the ground and alluded that he was not alive. Now, allegedly, either at the end of that video or in another video, I'm not sure which, she said that first responders came and tended to the man and that they saved his life. And so he wasn't dead. Now, when I asked her about the situation, she said, I never showed a deceased person on my channel. And that was it. So the thing is, though, this is where intention comes in again. When you were filming that part of the vlog, whether you were acting or what, you alluded or had the viewer believe that that person was deceased. While you're filming, you don't know if that person was. Did you get down there and check the pulse? No, you didn't. So while you're filming, your intention is filming a deceased person. If EMTs would have never shown up, did they even show up? Would you have still put it in the vlog without their consent, without their family's consent? And so either you believed that he was deceased and still thought it was okay to film him, or you just led your audience to believe that he was deceased. So what's the difference between that situation and what Logan Paul did in the forest however many years ago when he was in Japan? What's the difference there? Please put it in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. The viewer, talking to you, the person watching this video. What do you think? Again, open conversations, be respectful. Have your own opinions, but be respectful. Now there's 3 more things that I want to cover before we get into present day, which all 3 of these things are still happening in present day, but 3 more things I want to go over first. Shannon Rose promotes Young Living, which is a multi-level marketing company. Multi-level marketing companies, or MLMs, are extremely unethical. If you don't think so, please watch any of my other videos regarding multi-level marketing companies. I've also done a deep dive on Young Living specifically that I will have linked in the description box. When you're an influencer with this large of a following, it is very wrong to recruit your audience and fans into the MLM or whatever scam that you're promoting. The only motive behind recruiting anyone into a multi-level marketing company is money, and that's it. Shannon can try to use the "I was desperate for money" excuse when she's forced to continuously face her past But being in an MLM screams, I'm desperate for money. Multi-level marketing companies across the board, no matter which one you're talking about, have an average profit of 0. The products, whatever service you're selling, that's all an ornament. The products don't matter with a multi-level marketing company, okay? And before anyone comes for me for saying anything that I just said, please do keep in mind, not only me, but at least 75% of my following have been in multi-level marketing companies as well. So we've been there. We get it. It still is not ethical. It's just not right to manipulate someone, gaslight them, love bomb them, manipulate them in any way just for your own financial gain. Now, Channon is not the only mommy vlogger that is involved in MLMs. There are a ton of them. She's not the only influencer involved in MLMs. Unfortunately, there's a ton of them. It seems like an overwhelming amount of people in family vlogging are involved in Young Living or whatever MLM, and it's extremely disappointing. Over the past few years, the FTC, and the general public as well for that matter, have been cracking down on influencers for not properly disclosing paid advertisements, including but not limited to affiliate codes, sponsorships, and affiliate links. Did you know that according to the FTC, if you are using a swipe up link or sharing an affiliate link in general, which means that you are getting a commission or some sort of kickback for every purchase that is made through that link, you have to disclose that it is an affiliate link. And the same applies to affiliate codes as well. For instance, I'm going to link my lashes and my lipstick down below in the description box. I do that quite frequently. And all the way down at the bottom of my description box, along with all those disclaimers, you will see my FTC disclosure. So I have in there if it is a sponsored video, and then also I have in there too, which I always say if a video is sponsored, but also I have in there that it says any Amazon links or our style links, which are almost all the links, are affiliate links, and I do receive a small commission off of each purchase made through those links. And another example of that is my Fanola link that I have down below too. It's my favorite hair care products. I use them all the time. It's literally all I use. It's amazing. You can use code Chelsea Suarez for 10% off your purchase. That is an affiliate code, as I have disclosed in my description box. When you purchase through either that link and also, saving that 10% using my code, I get a commission off of that. I've looked through Shannon's Instagram stories over the past few days. I've looked through her highlights as well. None of them disclose that it is an affiliate link, which all of them were. So that means that she is not abiding by FTC guidelines and laws. With how long Channon has been on YouTube and in this type of social media space and working in this space, she should know better. And let me be clear, there is nothing wrong with using affiliate links, affiliate codes, doing sponsorships at all, as long as you are properly disclosing that they are what they are. As we've already established, Channon Rose is now considered a family vlogger, mommy vlogger, whatever you want to call it. As with many mommy vloggers, she includes not only herself, her significant other, and her kids, her family, in her content. In my opinion, Channon Rose is exploiting her children for views, for sponsorships, for ad revenue. Now, there is a clear difference between sharing your kid, here and there, and then exploiting them for sponsors, for ad revenue, for views. Either way though, children cannot give informed consent. Sure, a kid might say, yeah, I want to be in a video. And that's why it's called informed consent instead of just consent. And like I said, there's a huge difference between just sharing and exploiting. And I only say this because it might come up, and I know my friend Josh of the Dad Challenge podcast gets this argument all the time in his comments. A reaction channel, commentary channel, whoever, whatever, one of us putting these people in our videos is not exploiting these people for views. Something we get all the time. Even though, I don't really cover this topic too much. I cover, unethical scams and stuff like that and MLMs. But I have heard people say that to me as well. You're like, oh, well, they're making money off the MLM, but you're making money off the MLM person. Okay. I'm not though. I'm making money off of my content and just reacting to what they're doing. Now, these people also, these vloggers, MLMers, person on the internet, whoever, they have consented to putting themselves on the internet because they filmed it, they uploaded it, they posted it publicly, right? The child can't give consent. They can't make that decision. Another aspect of the, protecting, the kids from the internet and informed consent is really just one aspect of it. There are so many creeps on the internet. So many creeps. It's appalling. That's one of the reasons why a lot of family vloggers do not have their comment section turned on, because YouTube themselves turned it off for a lot of these family vlog channels, because they noticed that creeps were commenting timestamps of like the kids in maybe a less than appropriate pose or outfit or something, and then also saving these videos of their kids to these predator playlists. It's terrifying. It's not okay. So that's a creepy aspect of it as well. And then another one too is the whole, oh, well, you know, there's kid actors in Hollywood, you know, why are you okay with that? And it's like, well, not super okay with it, but also there are certain laws. They have to have certain breaks, they have, you know, benefits, they have to have tutors, or they have to do a certain hour of schooling. I don't completely agree with that either, certain aspects of it, but they also have laws and certain protections in place. With YouTube, they don't. And there's not really that separation between work and home because it's a family vlog. Just wanted to throw that aspect in there as well. Now, onto the dumpster fire that is this current situation. So here's a little bit of a synopsis for you. So about a week and a half ago, as I'm filming this on July 16th, Channon posted a picture of a headband that she bought from a vegan company. She tagged them in it, and then the company blocked her on Instagram. You shouldn't laugh, but it's hilarious. So she says, and other people have alleged as well, that it's because of her past. Then on July 8th, she posted a video on YouTube called "Discriminated Against for My Past in the Adult Entertainment Industry." And actually, under that video, she put in the pinned comment, "Update, the company's CEO reached out to me and sent a genuine apology," which is really all I wanted. I feel a lot better now. And she said her social media person made a naive mistake. I get it. If anyone understands making mistakes, it's me. We all deserve second chances, so I forgave them, and I hope you can too. I also want to say a huge thank you for all of you that have continued to stand up for me and support me through my ups and downs. It means more than you know. So the comments on this video are great, really, really great. I'm surprised she still has it up. For instance, just a few of them say, "Kim, people are dying." I love that. Someone said, "Not to discount your feelings, but you crying about a first world problem is really out of touch." Another one said, "This definitely isn't discrimination." Another one says, "This is what we call first world problems. Discrimination is rejecting someone for who they are, gender, religion, ethnicity, national origins, etc. But that company rejected her for her dumb life choices. That's not discrimination. It's a natural consequence of her being a gross human, both then and now." So this next one, I personally like a lot because it goes along with the next thing I was going to say. This company has a right to not be tagged in her photos if they don't want to be. That is why they blocked her. So now blocking someone is discriminatory. So it's not exactly what I was going to say, but it goes along with it. One, the social media manager making a naive mistake. That's not a naive mistake at all, at all. If I was a brand owner, I would for sure not want to be tagged in a picture of someone who has made extremely racist remarks, has shown extremely racist behavior, and has been involved in animal abuse. That's not a good look. That is not a good look. Why would I want to be associated with that? So it's not a naive mistake. I hope that social media representative still has their job. I saw someone say in another comment, it's not right for a brand to discriminate against customers. They wouldn't have blocked her or probably even seen it if she was just a customer. Sure, she bought it. So yes, she is a customer, but that's not all she is. She's a public figure. And correct, it is not discrimination. And it wasn't because of your past, which is very broad. It wasn't because you were in the adult entertainment industry. It's because of the context of that specific type of content that you were involved in. At least that is my take on the situation. Alrighty, so like I said, she posted that video. We just read a few comments from it, which the majority say that this is tone deaf, that this is first world problems, that this is ridiculous, that she's wrong. Now on July 13th, Josh of the Dad Challenge podcast and the Dad Challenge channel, which are both of his YouTube channels, posted a video reacting to Shannon's video, the one that she just posted, crying about this. And I shouldn't like laugh about it. I shouldn't chuckle, especially with all the serious topics that we are talking about. But it's just so ridiculous. Like that's why. I'm an uncomfortable laugher. I'm uncomfortable. That's why I chuckle sometimes. So yes, Josh roasted her. Josh roasts everyone. Josh welcomes people roasting him. I welcome people roasting me. Roast me. That's cool. Literally one of the main reasons I started a subreddit, like for myself and for my followers, so that eventually once it gets big enough, like they can roast me and I can read it off in a video. It's jokes. Calm down. So it wasn't just that though, but he didn't just do a video roasting her. He also broke down the video and, as always, explains, the problems with it, right? With the content at hand that he's reacting to. So after that, Channon took to Instagram stories and started to accuse Josh of being a Pluto. Again, remember what that word is in substitution for. She had no evidence at all. After posting that accusation, she even asked for people to send her evidence, which was really weird.
Try to profit off of me, and there's like a million ads in the video, and this is a person that talks about family vloggers exploiting their kids when he's taking all of these family vloggers and exploiting them. I also have found out things about this person that are extremely disturbing. Like, if you thought the things that I did in my fetish videos were disturbing, his are like on a whole other level of disturbing. And not only that, his videos that he's been making are literally endangering lives, like right now, today. I have been getting messages from people that he has been making multiple videos about harassing and sending his following to, that are driving people to want to commit suicide. Like, this is not okay. What he's doing is wrong, and we need to stop him. Joshua, if you're watching this right now, which I hope you are because I'm tagging you in all of these posts, I want you to know that you're going after innocent moms that are making like cleaning videos and cooking videos and are sharing their kids to inspire other moms that are going through similar things. Us moms need that. You're not a mom, you might not know what that's like, but you are going after the wrong people. If you want to save children, why don't you go after people that are trafficking kids and the kids that are being sex trafficked? Those are the people that you should be going after, not moms. Also, for the people that might not know who this person is, he used to be a pastor that was fired. And supposedly he has a whole series of why he was fired and a phone call that obviously, most likely, allegedly is fake. And all of that is a lie. And the true reason that he got fired, allegedly, from what I've been hearing, is extremely disgusting. And if true, his kids should be taken away from him. Wanting to commit suicide because of people like this in their videos. It needs to stop, and I need you guys' help to help me stop. This is the and do next. Also, I'm getting messages about the charges that are supposedly against him, but I haven't been able to find them myself online. So if you guys have them, feel free to send them my way so that I could edit them into my video. It's like most people would never tell, so like most people would say like, oh, like look at their cute little outfit, but like he like objectifies and sexualizes children like in his YouTube videos, and I'm just like, like my DMs are flooded with people saying that he has pedophilia charges against him, but I need you guys to send them to me. I need to put this in my video. So he basically found a video, which I don't know like how he got this video because it was taken down a long time ago. I know because I paid the company to take it down. I just don't understand like people that are so upset by this, why they would try to go search for that video and then go share it and profit off of that video. Down a long time ago, I know because I paid the company to take it down. I just don't understand like people that are so upset by this, why they would try to go search for that video and then go share it and profit off of that video. It's just as bad as me doing the video to begin with many years ago. Now you're making money off of that video. It's just, it's not right. I'm editing this video and it's so hard for me. He literally puts at the beginning of his video, like, if you're a kid, you shouldn't be watching this video. This isn't kid content. If it's not kid content, then make it 18 and over. You want the kids to watch it because you profit off of it and you make more money the more views you get. So if that's really the case and you don't want kids to watch it, just make your video 18 and over.
And also, let me say this, someone DMing you from a burner account, as I call it, like a sock account, troll account, something like that, or anyone just DMing you and saying that something is true, or this is true, or I have information about this, and yet no information comes out of it, that's not proof. That's not evidence. It doesn't prove anything you're saying. Now, one thing that I did find very, very interesting is that it seems like Channon took her lack of evidence and attempted to twist it into fitting her narrative. It was very strange. Let me explain. So she posted screenshots of, and I will show all of them. She posted screenshots of like search engine results, basically like a Google results or some website. And she was saying that arrest records, criminal records, and mugshots and sex offender registry information is all private in Canada, which it's not. Like the sex offender registry is not, that's not private. That's why it's a registry. And then to basically do the same thing over again, take no evidence and then seemingly twisting it to back up your story even more. Now, Josh was a worship pastor at a church. The next thing that Channon alleged was that Josh was fired from being a worship pastor because he was caught roping, remember what that word is a substitution for roping children, for being a child rapist. Again, with no evidence whatsoever, no proof, nothing. But again, to do the same thing, try to twist the lack of evidence, just no evidence, into, oh, well, that just shows that it's true. She then went on to say that it was, it was dropped or they didn't press charges. Making these claims, essentially crying wolf, is extremely, extremely bad. It's hurtful to people who have experienced any type of abuse, really, but, sexual abuse as well. These are the types of accusations and situations that discredit a lot of people and make it so that people don't feel comfortable coming forward about things. I personally am a survivor of multiple types of abuse, and hearing someone make these type of statements that, one, I know are not true, two, are just, like I said, completely false and defamatory, I feel like it's hurtful on another level for that reason. And especially Josh himself has even said, I'm not outing him here or anything, he's even said that he is a survivor of abuse too. So like that's even more hurtful. And I'm sure she doesn't know that. She watched like two of his videos. She doesn't know anything about him. So it's just very hurtful. Also, Josh has a whole series on his channel about why he's an ex-pastor. And he actually shows footage and like it was very emotional about it, of like why he got fired. But again, like I said, it's making these defamatory statements without doing any research, without having credible sources, anything, any proof at all, because she's on the defense. So one thing that was even more appalling than the Instagram stories with all these accusations was the YouTube video that was to follow. Now in this YouTube video, she reiterated the same accusations, even worse though, like it was somehow worse. She made even more defamatory statements. She was like going on his channel, just like scrolling down it. And she's like, oh my gosh, he's come after this fathering autism person. Like, what is wrong with you? Why would you, make fun of or post about someone who, a family that has a kid with autism? And it's like, you clearly don't get it, girl. Like, clearly don't know anything about that family or that vlog or anything like that. It's like you're missing all of the points. And then also towards the end of the video, after I believe it was at the 20 minute mark or 21 minute mark, she even said in it, if this was 10 years ago, she says something along the lines of, this is pretty much it. She says, if this was 10 years ago, I would find him or seek him out, something like that, and burn his house down with him and his family in it. What? Like, what? Oh my Lord. I'm not sure if it's the fact that Channon has just gone on so long on YouTube with making all these types of allegations and this type of drama and things like that, and just has, I don't know, never faced any consequences regarding, speaking like this and making these types of accusations. But I'm not sure how anyone can rationalize making these types of false statements without anything to back it up. So the next morning, that YouTube video was made private. If you have the link for it, you can still watch it, which a lot of people have. The comment section of that, again, were very telling and a lot of people were not having it. They're like, what are you doing? And it doesn't matter if she put it on private, because if anyone should know, Channon should know. The internet's forever. Once it's out there forever. The YouTube video and the Instagram stories that came before it were sprinkled with the word allegedly all over, just all over it. So let's talk about the word allegedly. According to dictionary.com, the word allegedly means according to what has been claimed. It's used to describe an action or situation that someone claimed has happened, but that has not been proven or confirmed yet, especially a crime. Now, a very common misconception is that saying the word allegedly will protect you in terms of someone being able to come after you for defamation. Now, I'm a big believer in using protective language. Y'all know that. Protective language cannot protect you if what you are saying is false and you are presenting it as fact. So let's go ahead and just real quick, let's break down defamation, okay? Now, defamation is the action of damaging the good reputation of someone. Now, there's two different types of defamation, basically. Again, I'm explaining this in layman's terms, right? But when it comes to defamation, there's basically two different versions of it. So there's slander, which is spoken. I am verbalizing it. The way I remember that is the S in slander stands for spoken or speaking. Now, libel is defamation, but in written form or published form. So YouTube videos, social media posts, blog articles, news articles, magazine articles, and anything like that, right? For it to be defamation, it has to check 5 boxes, okay? And all 5, not just one. Now, the most important one, in my opinion, is for it to be defamation, the statement being made cannot be an opinion and it can't be true. It has to be something that is false, that is being stated as if it's true, as if it is a fact, rather. Down below, I will have some videos and resources that will really explain defamation to y'all a lot better, along with all my other resources and sources for this video, like I do in all my videos. Now, there's just a few more things I want to say in this video. It's very long, I know, but there's a lot to cover and a lot to say. So Joshua Barber, if you will, he snarks on family vloggers or influencers in general, right? But mostly family vloggers. It's not every family vlogger. It's not every mommy vlogger. It's not every woman on the internet. It's a very specific group of people, okay? It's the people who are exploiting their children for money or engaging in other unethical behaviors. He calls it snark. I call it being spicy. Either way, it's roasting people, poking fun at people. Usually those things don't get like too deep, and it's jokes, right? It's not that serious. However, the topic at hand is serious. When posting this type of content, this type of educational content, people are more likely to watch it and actually come back and learn something if you are entertaining. People are more willing to consume this information because, let's be honest, the topic of exploiting your children for money or being manipulated for someone else's financial gain, being stuck in a multi-level marketing company that is borderline occult and things like that can get real dark, okay? So that the creators can keep making this type of content and put more out there and really, help the movement and educate people and try to protect either consumers like what I do or children like what Josh does. It's so much easier for us to do this if we show our personalities and if we're funny and make it a little bit more lighthearted. And it's easier for the viewer as well. A great example of that is when you were in school. Were you more likely to enjoy the class and actually pay attention and attend the class in general and learn something and retain that information if it was a monotone teacher who talked like this and went straight by everything and just stuck to the facts and this and that and had no personality and wasn't engaging? Or did you like that other teacher who was more fun, made it a little bit more engaging and had more personality? Same. So that's really where I come from with this. And I always tell people too, like I made fun of someone's scrunchie the other day and people are like, oh my God, don't make fun of their appearance. I'm like, their scrunchie isn't their appearance. What are you doing? Also though, a big part of that too is, and Josh is big on this and so am I, if I do like something about someone or if I do think what something they did is funny or if, I like their wallpaper or something, like even in Shannon Rose's Instagram story or her something. She showed like her wallpaper and I was like, oh, that's real cute. And I was going to tell her that even in a voice note I sent her, because she sent me one and I could hear her daughter cooing. Her son, I don't know what the baby is, but I even responded to her and I was like, oh my God, that cooing, it's making my ovaries just about to fall out. It's like, that's adorable. But you don't just have to be constantly, rude about every little thing or snark on every little thing just because you don't like a few things here and there, right? Now, many mommy vloggers, family vloggers, whoever, have seen the light because of Josh's videos. And he's not the only one who does this. A lot of people cover this topic, but a lot of them have seen that, understood it, and then taken their kids off of their channels and now show their kids less or anything like that. Even what was her name? Tara Henderson. She just the other day came on video crying because she was so upset because she didn't want to let down her followers, but she said, I need to protect my kids. I need to keep them off, and show them less on YouTube. That's great. Erin Williams as well privatized or deleted a bunch of videos that had her daughters in them. That's amazing. Just like with my content, I have helped my content and me in general, but my content has helped thousands. I used to have a little tally going. I stopped doing the tally after I got to like 6,000, and that was months and months ago. And those were only the people who told me. But I've helped thousands of people get out of multi-level marketing companies and also avoid them and, know the signs and know how dangerous they are. Now, with any type of content, when you are calling something out, like I said before, calling out someone's unethical behavior or shitty behavior, as I say, you will be called a bully. You'll be called a hater. They'll say you're jealous. They'll say you're uneducated, that you just don't get it. And that's really just, tell me you don't have an argument without telling me you don't have an argument. That's really where cognitive dissonance comes in. And you can look that up if you want, but it's people trying to make sense of this situation, right? You're bringing them facts, and instead of stepping back, learning, talking about it, anything like that, and making a change or even hearing you out, they'll just come in with a personal insult or an insult in general, because it's not personal, because that has nothing to do with me. But either way, they'll just come in with an insult, some strange fallacy, again, to try to make sense of the things that they already are conditioned to believe. So as of yesterday, which was July 15th, other mommy vloggers such as Bits of Brie, I was about to call her Bits of Bish, Bits of Brie and Meg of Love Meg are essentially co-signing not only that, but amplifying Shannon Rose's accusations. And while it's disappointing, it's not surprising at all. So instead of looking into anything that she's saying, it's just like, oh yeah, see guys, see the person who was calling me out for this and this and this and this, who was showing facts and pretty good arguments and calling me out for my unethical behavior and the PPP loans I took when I really shouldn't have. Well, that person is this and making a unfounded, defamatory accusation that they haven't even looked into. So they're just repeating it. They're just being a parrot, not a carrot, a parrot. And that is very dangerous. That is so dangerous of them to do. And I think it really speaks volumes that instead of looking into something and being like, let me actually see if this is true before I post it on my Instagram and amplify these life-ruining accusations, they're just going for it and repeating it instead of actually being able to prove it or look into the source, because there is no source. It's just Shannon Rose being mad that he called her out or made fun of her. And that's it. That's it. If you watch my channel, I've been through this too, is that people who have power or who have money or have some type of following or who have a bigger following will try to scare you into silence, whether it's with a cease and desist or with their cult-like following, or they'll try to get you canceled and make accusations that are completely false. But it's just a scare tactic. And that's so wrong. That's so wrong. It's disgusting. It's funny because they're doing exactly what many times they're accusing you of. They'll say, oh, you're just a bully. You're lying. You're just a bully. But yet those same people to try to get you to stop affecting their wallet because you're saying the truth and saying things that maybe people haven't said before or are too scared to say. They are then in turn defaming you and sending their following after you or getting other creators who you've talked about before too to come after you as well. In my opinion, I think it's easier for these mommy vloggers to entice their audience to, pick up the pitchfork and go after Josh because he's a man. And that's just another reason why I wanted to make this video. You can say all day long, oh, that's misogynistic, that's misogynistic. The majority, I believe about 80 something percent, actually no, I'm pretty sure like over 90% of his following is women. I really hope, sincerely hope, that these specific mommy vloggers who are now involved in this, or really anyone for that matter, even if you're just a viewer, I really hope they stop, take a step back, and really realize what's happening here. Josh makes videos snarking on people, roasting on people, with the overall message and information regarding protecting children from being exploited on the internet and the dangers of having your children on the internet, and calling out influencers on their unethical behavior. Channon does not like that her past is being brought up, that her past mistakes are being put on the internet again. Therefore, to try to discredit that, she makes ridiculous defamatory accusations against Josh that are obviously false. That's why it's defamation. She puts up a video making all these accusations, says the word allegedly a few times, thinks that's going to protect her. It won't. Gets her friends, who he's also talked about on his channel, to amplify it and really back it up. Three women with huge followings against one guy. And then Channon privatizes her video. I personally think she did that to be like, oop, it's out there, goodbye. Maybe she realized that she done messed up and that you cannot make those kind of accusations without any proof. You can't do that. But as of right now, she's back to posting about picking vegetables in her garden with her baby and wearing what looks like a long purple potato sack. So it's just another day in the life of Shannon Rose. So one thing I really do want to say as well, and how I usually always do end these types of videos, as the viewer, you have the ultimate power. The viewer is who makes the person famous, right? These people don't become famous on their own, especially on social media. Please understand how valuable not only you are, but your view is, or your social media currency is, as Josh calls it. Also, it's okay to admit that you were wrong about something, that you were, misinformed, that you were naive to something. Like I even did at the beginning of this video, I was naive to how bad her past mistakes were. Everyone has a past, I get that. But in any other, if anyone else would have done that, there's no recovering from that. I personally don't think that those things are forgivable. I think that this right here is also not forgivable at all. You can't make these types of allegations. You can't call someone a child abuser when you don't have any evidence at all, just because you don't like something that they said in a video about you. Again, please do not go bully anyone that I put in my videos. Calling someone out for their unethical behavior is not bullying. Do it in a respectful way, please. Remember to stay respectful as well in the comments. Please, please, please. Always be assertive. Stay spicy. If it costs your sanity, it's too expensive. Whatever you're going through right now, it is temporary. You're going to get through it. It's going to be okay. And I will see you in my next video, which will most likely be tomorrow or the day after. Not sure. We'll see though. Either way, I'll see you on my next one. Bye.